Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Mike here again. I'm actually on location in Corning, New York at NASSAM 2019. Starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I want to hurry up and get back inside. But today's video, I'm not actually doing it myself. Actually, the video I am, but the mod I'm not doing myself. It's a rear sway bar that I'm going to be having installed by Performance Autowerks, and getting that thing on there. I'm going to go ahead and explain what it is and what it'll do, and get it done today. So let me head over to my car. Okay, here's my car here, and it's kind of in line getting ready to put the rear sway bar on. Once that car is done doing, I think I actually got a flat tire this morning or yesterday, which kind of sucks, but they repaired that. Once that thing's done, and then we're going to slide mine in there and get that sway bar installed. So I'm here at the Performance Autowerks booth, and this is what I'm getting installed. Actually the rear one, which is this bottom one here. And it is adjustable, but I will actually have Dave Gilbert explain it to me because he's actually from Performance Autowerks.
Hi there, thanks. These are our adjustable sway bars. The rear is a triple adjustable, and the front is a double adjustable unit. Both hollow, tubular, thicker walls, so they're both stronger than stock. The rear gives you triple adjustability. Front's double, poly bushings on both of them, bolts on in the stock location, and the nice thing about it is it's kind of like 3 sway bars in one. Stock GXP on the softest setting, equivalent to a ZOK or slightly stiffer than a ZOK on the second, and then about 10% stiffer on the hardest setting. Good for the V8 guys and the really aggressive racers and such.
Sure. And then with my autocross, I think we were mentioning the center, the middle section is probably going to be the best.
Yeah, it should be good. It'll be a good starting point for you, and then you can kind of adjust from there depending upon the track conditions.
Now, how easy is it to adjust? I mean, as far as obviously you got to get under there and take it off, and or do you have to take it off?
All you do is adjust the end links. So the end link positions. So all you need is a 5mm Allen, and then an 18mm wrench. And that's it. You loosen them up, change the whole position, and put them back on. Okay,
but so you don't have to mess with the bushing that at all?
Correct, yeah. You don't have to move that at all.
So it could actually be something you do at autocross.
Oh yeah.
If you have the
just take off the one wheel and do that.
Awesome. Oh, so you can actually just pull the wheel and grab it from there?
Yeah, right behind the brake rotor you'll see it. It's pretty easy to get to. Yep. Awesome.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because we actually do have autocross on Saturday. And
heck yeah.
My base model with 101,000 miles on it, I guess, is due for a change anyway. So cool. And then yeah, once we get this car out of here, I guess this is the one with this is the one that had the flat tire, right? The screw was in it. Thank God it was in the tread, not in the sidewall. But yeah, once that thing's gone, then we're gonna slide mine up, which I just finished cleaning the top off, and which made it rain. And exactly, yeah. So. And I guess you're gonna have your tent. You're gonna put up.
Yeah, we'll
keep you dry.
Put up the tent so we can work.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna. We actually have an 11 o'clock an autocross meeting. Hopefully somebody shows up. But how long does it take for you to install this?
It'll take about an hour and a half-ish.
Oh, okay. So that meeting won't be too long. So I'll run over here afterwards and see the progress and get you on the video. So cool.
Sounds good.
I'm looking forward.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thanks. Okay, and here it is. It's set up in the tent, getting it ready to be done. All right, wheels off. Are you working on the, or did you already take off the other one already?
Yeah, they're both off. Just working on getting the sway bar mount out of there. A little difficult with the exhaust. So we've got to pull a bunch of stuff apart to be able to slide it out.
I added the red line exhaust on a base. So
gotcha.
I got like, I kind of have a Franken Sky here because I got parts from different models on this thing. So that's this. Okay, wait, where's the stock sway bar? Oh, it's behind there? Right there.
This is the stock sway bar. It's completely loose, but no way to get it out until you take the strut loose and rear tie bar, and then drop the back half of the exhaust. So it's a little tricky. But
how does everything look under there? I mean, just in general shape.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
For 100,000 miles.
I really don't see any issues. I mean, it looks pretty normal.
Cool.
Honestly, yep.
Yeah, like I said, eventually I'll get the shocks, the coilovers.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Oh, so you have to take the shock off too? Oh,
we don't take it all off. We just take the lower bolts out, so it'll bend out of the way to give us a little more room for this. Okay. Yeah, and it actually allows the control arm to drop a little bit. Okay. So just on one side.
Yeah, just to be able to feed, feed it through.
You have it done.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it. Right. I'm having it done. That's the key. That's the key to all this.
Yeah, very reasonable. Very reasonable.
All right, Dave, how you doing?
Hey,
I'm back.
How you doing?
Speaking of backs, your back's gonna be killing you laying on that cardboard.
Not too bad.
So.
That's too bad.
Good. Looks good. I'm really curious to see how these feel once I get out there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like it, I think.
So do you set it at the middle one, right?
Correct. Yep, and I'll show you on this side.
Okay,
in a couple minutes, yeah, how to do it.
Absolutely. So yeah, I guess
we're putting on these locking collars on the inside of the sway bar.
All right.
So it keeps the sway bar from moving side to side when you hard corner. So it's kind of nice.
So do you do, this is going to be a silly question, maybe like Loctite or anything like that to make sure these don't loosen up? Those kinds of things?
No, these have little lock washers on them.
Oh, okay.
So generally they're pretty good.
So it's good anyway. Cool.
Yeah. And then the rest of the stuff, you know, the factory end links have captive nuts.
Yeah.
So they won't go anywhere.
So now, here's the thing that happens with me at autocross, and maybe these are the bushings, or maybe not, that they're talking about. Probably not, but whenever I launch, it'll hop. And somebody says it's the rear bushings or something, but they never say what ones are the issue.
Yeah, they're probably referring to the rear differential bushings up in the bar.
Oh, okay.
Up here. So they tend to wear over time.
Yeah.
And if you have, what, 100K on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably pretty soft.
Okay.
So we have some Delrin ones, you know, that are really hard. They transmit a lot of noise, but they work well. So that would help, and then if your shocks get tired also, that'll certainly contribute.
That'll help it as well.
So
basically the bushings of the differential, and then if I got new coilovers.
Yep. Yeah. If these are the original shocks, they're probably done.
Yeah, they are the originals.
Yep.
This side's already done then, right?
Correct. Yeah, that side's already set in the middle.
Okay.
So I'll show you on this side.
Yeah, perfect. Actually, I know I mentioned this before, or we talked about this before, but I wasn't rolling the camera. But I was just going to tell everyone they can use a differential to lift up the back end if you're going to want to pull both back tires out and do some kind of work either on your brakes or whatever.
Yep.
And obviously, put your jack stands, unless you want the thing to come crashing down on you and kill you right then. That would be a really weird way to commit suicide, though.
It would be horrible.
It would be, especially if you didn't immediately die, because you'd be laying there.
Yep, and you're all alone.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Not a good day.
So jack stands.
Jack stands are a must.
Are a must. And actually, where you put them, I just got a video here. Right.
Yeah, these are not the perfect locations for them, but it adds some safety for what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're just doing something relatively quick, but if you're doing something serious like pulling calipers and I guess. Especially if you're pulling on a lot of stuff like that, you might want to be extra careful, but that looked like a good enough location to me. So literally a week before NASSAM, I repainted, I should say, my calipers, and they're already chipping again. Oh well. I saw your car has those Willwoods on there.
Yes.
How are those working out for you?
They're good. They're good. They're a nice bolt-on kit. Pretty inexpensive for a big brake kit, so I recommend them.
So you sell them?
We do not, actually. Okay. That's through a company, TCE Performance Products. Okay. In Arizona. Todd is the owner.
Yeah.
And he makes them specifically for that car with Willwood components.
So it's the bigger calipers, the bigger rotor that comes with the whole thing.
Right.
Pads, rotors, calipers.
Yep.
And is it, you say it's a bolt-on? Like they actually just fit, no modifications, anything?
100% bolt-on, it's pretty nice.
Because I always hear with the Brembos, they got to do all kinds of crazy stuff with them, supposedly, I thought.
Yeah, for Brembos you do.
Yeah.
They're a pain.
Yeah, because people were taking on, I think from the Cobalt, I think Cobalt has Brembos and they had to mess around with them, but... Nice. Yeah, those Willwoods. What roughly, just if you know, what do they cost roughly?
I want to say they have a couple different kits. They start at like $12.50 and go up from there.
Oh, okay.
For the front, and then like $1,100 for the rear, depending on the options you choose.
And you track your Solstice, or do you drag it?
That orange one's not mine.
Oh, okay.
That's a customer's that I built back in 08.
Uh-huh.
Building over the years. So that's just a drag car. It runs 1090s.
Wow.
Pretty quick. A lot of power.
And obviously,
but I've road raced Kappas for years.
Oh, okay.
Set lots of track records. Won the NASSAM Midwest Division Championship back in 2012.
So you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Instructed for many years, the whole 9 yards.
All right, so the installation's done then, right?
Yep, everything's done.
Okay.
So we're just gonna put the last Swaybar end link on, and then you have your 3 positions here.
Okay.
So outer is the full softest, middle, and then the inside is the stiffest.
Okay.
So we're gonna put it in the middle one for right now, so you can test, and then you just put the
bolt right on the back.
On the back.
And what size did you say that was?
This is an 18mm nut.
Okay.
And then you need a 5mm Allen head to hold this, otherwise it'll just rotate.
Oh, okay.
So that guy going there like so.
I know I'm gonna make it hard for you with my camera in the way, but
that's okay. It's like that.
Oh, so you hold the Allen wrench on the other side.
You hold the Allen wrench.
I was thinking
like
it was going to be on near the that rubber piece there.
No, some are different design, but this is just how they made it. You always want to, if you're taking these off and they haven't been taken off for a while, lube them up, which is what I did with some
PB Blaster.
Yeah, PB Blaster, because these things get all sorts of crud and corrosion from the tires, and they are notorious for seizing on there.
Okay.
So I spray lube first thing I do and let it sit for a couple minutes, and then they come right off.
Now, do you have to torque it to a certain thing, or you just kind of tighten it until you...
Generally you do, but with these things being adjustable, you're not going to be able to get torque wrenches in here very easily a lot, because they're usually too long, unless you have a really fancy one that can flex a lot.
Yeah.
So I just put them in there until, as tight as I can, possibly get my wrench.
Without cranking it down.
Yeah, and it's plenty tight. And again, these are captive nuts, so they're not going to back out on you ever.
Oh, okay.
They lock on there pretty good.
Yeah, this looks like something, I don't know if you'd have time to do this between runs, but you could probably have time if as far as autocross.
Yeah, during a break or something.
Yeah, because a lot of times you'll have runs in the morning, lunch.
Right.
And then so you could switch them at lunchtime or something.
There we go.
Awesome.
Just snug it down as hard as you can, and it's going to be plenty solid.
And we are good to go.
Yep. I'm
excited to try these things out.
Oh yeah.
So as far as the ride is concerned, that's not going to change, right?
No, it won't affect it at all.
Now, because we did it in the back, it's going to keep the back end from sliding out, right?
It's going to keep the back end, from pitching so much.
Okay.
So it'll allow the suspension to do its job.
Okay.
Is basically the idea behind it. I don't know how your shocks will be, but...
Yeah, well, my shocks are shitty. So, but yeah, those will that'll be the next year thing, but...
Yep.
Cool. And then I know it's your competition, the DDM full brace bundle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this will coincide real nice with it. So, so I basically have, first setting is like a GXP.
It'd be equivalent to a Redliner GXP bar.
Okay, and then the setting you just did now would be which one? The KO?
Close to the ZOK bar, slightly stiffer. Yep. Okay. And then the hardest setting is about 10% stiffer than a ZOK bar.
Okay, so, but like you said, that's more for the big...
You probably wouldn't use that unless you're going to a track day, a long racetrack where it's very fast, swoopy turns like Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
Probably be good, because then it really keeps the car pointed.
NCM or whatever.
Yep, NCM maybe.
But it almost sounds like I probably will never even have to change what you just did.
No, you might go between middle and soft to see how it feels. And see what you like.
Cool. Well, I get to try it hopefully on Saturday with as long as the weather's nice.
So play around with it and see.
And like I said, I got to keep up with style. So.
That's right.
Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I'll get you paid.
Thank you. Yeah, let me get the tires back on.
All right.
Be all set.